So let's talk what is NNAS first. Hi everyone! Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me again, Alex. And again, we're back with another episode of my international student journey here in Canada. And for today's video, guys, this is going to be one of the series wherein I will be answering how to become a registered nurse in Canada. So if you haven't watched my previous video, kindly watch it for you to have an understanding of why do you need to undergo the NNAS process. Because in this video, we will be talking specifically the NNAS process. So again, let's define what is NNAS. NNAS stands for National Nursing Assessment Service. So let's talk what is NNAS first. NNAS is a non-profit composed of 18 nursing regulatory bodies across Canada. So almost all provinces except for Quebec, Yukon, Nunavut, and the Northwest Territories. So if you wanted to be a nurse in those provinces, then this process isn't for you. Since 2014, they have made it easier for the international educated nurses by verifying your nursing credentials and by comparing it to the Canadian standards. What happens is that you send your credentials to the NNAS and NNAS will verify everything and will create an advisory report. That advisory report will be sent directly to the nursing regulatory body of the province wherein you wanted to become a registered nurse. So what is an advisory report? Advisory report contains all your documents that you have submitted to the NNAS, including your curriculum assessment and copies of any correspondence exchanged in NNAS. Once you start your application, you'll get the access to the application portal. From there, you can track your application status, communicate to NNAS, and receive important updates all in one place. So now let's begin the NNAS application process. First is you go to nnas.ca, click apply or login, then select create an account, enter your email, answer the 3 security questions, agree to the terms, verify your email with a security code, and create a password. Next is to complete the NNAS application and submit your payment using a Visa or MasterCard. Debit card aren't accepted. Within 24 to 48 hours after payment, you'll receive a welcome email with your NNAS ID. So now you've created your account in NNAS, let's talk about the cost. Now let's answer how much does NNAS cost? It costs $650 US plus tax to get your application started. And you will get an advisory report for one nursing role and province. So there's 2 nursing roles, RN or RPN or LPN, and 1 province. So you can choose Ontario, Nova Scotia, those nursing regulatories that I mentioned in my previous video and earlier, those will be the provinces that you have to choose. You have to pay $650 for 1 nursing role and 1 province. For example, in my case, my main application was I applied for RN role in the province of Ontario. So that would cost me $650 US plus tax. But then at that time, I was in Nova Scotia. If you've been following me, I moved from Ontario to Nova Scotia to get my permanent residency. So I was thinking I wanted to be a nurse here in Nova Scotia, maybe, or someday, I don't know. So what I did was I added Nova Scotia for other province that I wanted to work as a nurse. You can do that. You can add whatever provinces that you can, but you gonna have to pay extra cost. It comes with a cost. And also for the nursing role, I also tried to pay LPN. Do you want to know why I did that? The answer is I don't want to waste my time to go over again if my application, if my credentials is not comparable for RN. I was thinking at least I have the fallback as an RPN or LPN. So I paid both so that at the same time my both applications are running, they're assessing if I'm comparable for RN or for LPN. And also, since I wanted to add a different province, at that time was Nova Scotia. I was still contemplating whether to go back to to work in Ontario or to work in Nova Scotia. So I was just doing it, but it comes with a cost. So for an advisory report for another province cost $55 US. That was for my Nova Scotia application. I paid extra $55 for that. An evaluation for a different nursing role, which is LPN, I have to pay $220 US. I know, right? It hurts. It hurts. So with that, your main application is open for 12 months, meaning you need to comply all your requirements within a year. What happens if you don't? Then you need to pay another fee, $180 US for reactivation fee. So whenever you start your NNAS process, you need to have a mindset, a game plan in your head, which province, and I highly suggest to take both. If you're an international educated nurse, it's not a guarantee that you can always be comparable for RN, but there's a high chance that you can be comparable for RPN. So why not take that chance to get RPN and work your way to become an RN? I highly suggest to take 2 nursing role, RN or RPN, and ask yourself which province would you like to have your license. So now let's say you have your all documents submitted, and then you're gonna have your advisory report. Your advisory report will be sent to a specific nursing body. In my case, I only pursue my Ontario license, so I want you to know you still need to pay transferring fee to that specific nursing body. So I need to pay $45 US to transfer my advisory report to the CNO. So if I pursue my application to Nova Scotia, then I have to pay for additional transferring fee as well to that different province. I have to pay $23 within 24 hours since I have my advisory report. And if not within 24 hours, it would cost me $45 US. That was a lot of numbers to take in. So I know it's overwhelming and I know there's a lot of numbers, but it is what it is. Next is we'll dive into submitting your documents. We will be talking about the documents that you need to submit to the NNAS. If you're interested with that, see you in my next video. Bye!